I'm too hot. I got money in my shoebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan in my boombox. Still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick when my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right. I got magic, I'm down to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm down. Man, stress, so I'm bound to lie my hips. Wait, I'm bound to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets mad, make a young boy take man's things. Try to tell me I'm way too big to rebel. Nah, man, you're never too big to rebel. I was in the O2 singing my lungs out, rude, but you're never too big for Adele.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Chargers going up against the Broncos.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down throw, Simeon. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down. From the 50, it's Simeon. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Here we go. Leopard. Blue, 90.
On first and 10, Simeon. Screen play, Anderson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Booker trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short.
Gone! Detroit!
To throw is Simeon. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Out of the gun, Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run. To throw is Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This is Gordon, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go. From the gun, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Rivers now to throw on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Second and 10, Simeon again. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Rivers to throw it. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. And the D looking like they may blitz. They start the drive with Anderson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
That's caught at the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
To throw on second is Simeon. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot, Green, 39, Green, what's in that, Barney, now let's go, what's in that, Barney,
They'll run it, here's Anderson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
In motion right is Thomas. Running for it. Here's Anderson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
A 2nd down carry for Booker. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are in for 6. And Charles, after an injury-plagued season a year ago, nice to see him get back into the end zone here in week 1.
You know as well as I do, chomping at the bit. I mean, all off season, wanting to get back in form, get back on the field, show that production that he had previously, and getting into the end zone. That's a big statement for him.
It's got to be just like a breath of fresh air. Like, here we go. Last year behind me. Let's move forward.
Good point. Shed it and move on.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Touchdown, L.A. Travis Benjamin, 68 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they'll want to hold on to that football. That is the first NFL touchdown scored by the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, if you want to talk AFL, first Los Angeles Chargers touchdown since New Year's Day of '61.
Yeah, they played in the AFL Championship that day against the Houston Oilers. So how about that? A return for the L.A. Chargers, triumphantly finding the end zone.
And a ball that will live in the trophy case for years to come. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Gone. Here we go, Leopard.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now Simeon. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go now. Leopard.
From the gun, here's Simeon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Rivers now. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The first down throw here for Rivers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here's Simeon. He's going to rifle a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Last year, the Chargers 5-11, so you wouldn't think that they would be tied for the league lead in interceptions, but they were, Charles, with 18.
And now they just need their offense, if they're going to do that again in 2017, to take advantage of and put more points on the board.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Shift together here from the D-line. Second down, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Rivers steps away to his left. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 2nd down, Rivers again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Following the fumble recovery, Simeon dancing to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 2nd down and 4. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They give it to Anderson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Simeon. And he's got Hireman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. On first down, Simeon. And this is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Simeon now to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Third down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed. Watching that, Marty. Marty. Here we go now.
Now Henderson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5.
Blue landed. All right, here we go. Green 39.
10th carry now for Anderson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Welcome back now to Denver. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run it again with Anderson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
I'm kind of liking this 2 Monday night game thing. I hope our East Coast friends are still awake and with us. It's been a good one here in Denver. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll try and run with Booker. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They come out here in the eye. Anderson. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
On 3rd down, it's Henderson. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. McManus able to put it through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And
he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jaquez Smith able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Anticipation certainly building for next week's game for the Chargers. Their first home game in the StubHub Center. The Dolphins will get the honors. Then following that, 2 more home games. They'll host the Chiefs and then the Eagles in weeks 3 and 4.
I'm eager to see if they can build some sort of a home field advantage in their new place, because there won't be very many fans, somewhere around 30,000, but they should be loud in supporting their team.
Now he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum, because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. That's to his rookie tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Handoff comes to Anderson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
as they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
If the Chargers could get a full season out of Keenan Allen, look out, AFC West.
How much does that change for them?
It changes everything because he's a true #1 receiver. He eats up catches, and his ability to make plays downfield is just tremendous.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he'll go down at the 28. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And he slides to avoid the hit. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
On is Nick Novak now to try the field goal. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this one is right through. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now the first throw in overtime for Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, I had a first-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space, and he proved his worth as a rookie tight end in 2016.
34 catches, led all rookie tight ends in the league. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Throwing, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Shift together here from the D-line. Rivers now on 2nd down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
The Chargers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Again, it's Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right there around the 35-yard line. The Charger 1st down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Rivers again. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for our visitors, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that on my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic. Gonna dance to it. Basic everywhere, gonna dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. Shake that, you gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black pippins. I swag different, that's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get, man, I that, and I that, bouncing up and down, nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover in it.
Picture me putting my city all over the map.